says, should I pack for warm weather or cold weather? He says, pack it all. You're out of here. Woo!
She thinks you're funny.
I saw that one coming.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Bada
sure
boom.
I don't, because I'm not around him as often. So
Right.
Yeah.
New material. Nice.
That angry giggle.
Oh, yeah, I got it. I heard it. Trust me. Who's ready?
My wife didn't find the Kaja Gugu joke nearly as funny as I did. So
Yeah.
I told her to grow up.
It's because you and I have the same sense of humor, so she's already sick of those kind of jokes, like when you get home. So even if they're mine, she's like, next. Come on, let's fire it up.
Red eye?
Woo!
Welcome back to Orlando Business Report on News Talk 660 WORL. I'm Brittany Purcell. I'm here with my co-host DP, and we're also joined in studio by our interview guest, Sabena Choda, Membership Director at the Citrus Club, which is a private club experience in downtown Orlando.
Sabena, say hello in that lovely voice of yours.
good morning, DP and Brittany, and thanks a lot for having me on the show this morning.
You know, I have to tell you, that was the first thing that when we got welcomed up there, you know, that lovely voice,
I know.
and she had that whole, the experience right away. Now, we were introduced to the club by Jose Farrar and his wife, right, Yorka, who brought us up there for cocktails and things like that. Tell us a little bit about the Citrus Club, for those of you, those listeners out there that know nothing about the Citrus Club.
Well, you know, we're a business and leisure club downtown Orlando, doing 12 to 16 events every month at the club. As you mentioned, downtown, so we're right smack down in the middle of the community. And even through the rough economic times, we've seen a great trend in membership. More members resulting in lots of great members, networking with members, and it's just been a fantastic, last quarter, I would say. A stronger quarter, probably not as strong as we could. We're looking forward to a great 2010 because we've got, another 15-year lease, right, at the building.
Yeah, I just saw that you signed a 15-year lease, so that's great. And now you're on the 18th floor, right?
18th floor, and no matter where you sit in the club, we've got an excellent view.
Well, it's a dramatic view, and then what's great about it is in the lounge area, the view is over where they're building a new arena.
Right. Yeah.
So in the few months that we've been going, I guess we've been going, 7 or 8 months? We watched the arena grow, and then, it's just been really, really nice, to see that. And then when you go into the restaurant side, the view is of the plaza and that whole area downtown. We've eaten in some of the banquet rooms. We had the chef's dinner in the banquet room. The dining experience there, I always say it's funny. The thing that I love most about the Citrus Club, I know a lot of people join for networking, okay? But I joined because I like to say my wife made me. And so I have to put on my sport coat and go up there, and I have to be nice and all that good stuff. But when we go there, instead of being DP, like I'm Mr. Purcell, I'm actually Brittany's husband up there, which is just awesome because I get to relax. You know what I mean? I get to relax, and it's a much just lower key vibe. I don't have to worry about the service. I don't have to worry about whether the food is going to be. You know what I mean? Like that sometimes that kind of anxiousness gets to me in a normal restaurant.
And I think what I hear from you, DP, is that you're pretty much in charge of everything as it goes on day to day. And what you like about the club, and I think that most people like about the club, if they're coming over just for dining and just to be social at the club, is being taken care of.
Yes.
And actually, the service that you receive makes you feel very special. Your names that are used as Mr. and Mrs. Purcell, you're not Brittany and DP anymore. You're somebody different when you're there. We take care of you. You have to wear the sport coat. You have to look good, which makes you feel good. And then after all of that, we take care of everything.
Yes, very, very nice. We had an anniversary dinner there, right?
We had
birthday dinner. We do a lot of the special occasion stuff because what happens is they already know when we go in there, and then they'll always do some little special thing, which is just a really, really nice touch. Brett, your thoughts?
We've had some very special experiences there, and even the network and the professional relationships that we've made is actually a bonus for us because that's not what we signed up for. But the people and the caliber of people that we have met is very impressive, and they're very much like ourselves. lots of small business owners, lots of people that we have very much in common with. You know, DP and I discuss the club and our experience with friends that aren't members, and they all of a sudden have this conception that these are stuffy people and the average age is 70 or something, and that's just not the way it is.
Well, you know, it's funny, and Sabena, you could probably shed some light on this, but there are the few it's like this whole gamut of people. There's the,
Yes.
you know, we go in there and there are the, you know, the sort of, for lack of a better term, the blue hairs with the, you know, they come out and they're very, you know.
And they've probably been
yes.
members since.
Yes.
You know.
And then there are sort of the attorney set like that we see, those
Right.
kind of downtown people that need a place to go for
And
late
have
meetings
lunch.
and things like that, or lunch. Then there's there are people like us, which are, you know, whatever, you know, I guess entrepreneurs and that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
And then there's the ladies.
There's the ladies. There's another group. There's the networkers, which are just the professional networkers that are going up there for that, which really doesn't bother me. Like, I actually enjoy it. I like to watch them work. And then there's sort of this young buck set. You know what I mean, Britt? There's this sort of set, right, of younger people that are like, hey, I'm going to get into this kind of thing early. And they're also interesting to watch because that adds a certain level of vibrancy to the club.
Sabena, was that one of your targets of opportunity this year, to introduce a new, younger crowd to the membership?
Absolutely. One of the things that we have seen that has happened is lots of people, unfortunately, in these rough economic times have been let go. And with that, they have forced themselves into becoming entrepreneurs. They have master's degrees, they've done an MBA program, and they find themselves without a job. So where is the security? They go, they look for a business that they're interested in, they build their own business, and now they've got to network with people and let people know what they're doing. So what better place to come to an establishment and tell people about what they're doing, and to be able to do business with those community leaders and those, you know, as you say, the big people in town.
Yeah.
So it's a fantastic place to do that, and that's why I think you see what we call a club within the club, which is the young executives, which are the under 40s, and that's what you're seeing bring into the club a lot more.
Yeah.
I think that you'll see in the future with us reinvesting and signing that 15-year lease with Parkway Properties, a lot younger of a crowd, not to, of course, forget those people who built and are the founding board of the club.
Right.
When, you know, we started in 1971. We're probably going to be able to have a great anniversary on our 50th anniversary, but the demographic has changed. With us doing the different types of events, it's tailored to everyone, but definitely the demographic has changed.
You know, it's just